please.
Very good afternoon to all the participants and the speakers, the resource person of this session. Today we have great privilege to have Dr. Sanjay Bahl sir with us. He is a doctorate in management studies with 33 years of experience in teaching and the learning of human resource management, organization behavior, SPM, marketing practices, ethics values and the CSR. Sir has a total research work of 20 plus years and plus 40 research papers in various national and international journals, including ABDC journals. He is associated with NITCON, SEBI, RCED, and IMA. He is mountaineer, trekker, blogger, and a management consultant. I heartily welcome you, sir, at Bharati Vidyapeeth Institute of Computer Applications and Management. Today, sir will enlightening us on a very interesting topic: how to prepare for entrepreneurship, how to make the students to be an entrepreneur. Now, I request sir to please take over the session and enlightening us. Sir, please.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vishalji, for a lovely introduction and choosing me for a very recent and a very subject on the entrepreneurship. Being an entrepreneur is a very required aspect of this time, because nowadays I was going through the newspaper, and nearly 10 crores job have been lost. Now what to do? Our students many a time keep on asking us, sir, how to make money or how to make money for our living. And this scenario which we are seeing from last 4 or 5 months, even though people have lost jobs, but this spirit of entrepreneurship and this word has given jobs as well as work as well as money to many who had that zeal and enthusiasm for being an entrepreneur. I know it is very easy to give lectures on this entrepreneurship, but yes, generation of ideas, creativity, innovation are the components and the elements of this entrepreneurship. I must tell all my teachers over here, because many are maybe more learned than me and might have seen progressive modernization in their time, but through the angle of management or from the human factor, I think being an entrepreneur is the new cool thing. China have progressed, to this extent.
Sorry to disturb you. The PPT screen is not to be seen.
Yeah.
PPT screen is not. So we are not able to.
Sir, there is no PPT.
There is no PPT. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is no PPT, but I can help you with something like this. Being an entrepreneur is a new cool thing, As a result, demand of entrepreneurship will always be blowing, will always be coming up. You say, in this time when the COVID-19 is going on and there's a lot of pressures from the industry, had this people or had the citizens of India would have given more thrust on entrepreneurship, we would have been in a better position. Now you say, your pharmaceutical industry is saying, if we will stop the trade with China, it will take 5 years to again, start to the level of where they were doing, because a lot of chemicals they were importing, pharma drugs they were importing from China. Similarly, the automobile industry, similarly, the solar panels, similarly, the your telecommunication equipment. So we have been depending just because of two reasons. One of price and another the shortcuts, because we were of a opinion that if we'll get a thing for 2 rupees, we will sell in the market for 5 rupees. But we never trusted even our students to be an entrepreneur. I'll just show you a few pictures. This is the big man on the earth, that is Dhirubhai Ambani. Clear? A great, you can say, the industrialist who started from 100 rupees, and once he left the world, it was 176,000 crores of the Reliance empire. I take him as a father of entrepreneurship in India because he started, the story everybody might have known. He was working at a petrol pump in Middle East, and once he came, he started, selling clothes, and then slowly and steadily, with the old condemned machines, he started producing the cloth, and then it was, a revolution which he brought into the stock market by asking people to invest. Once he started his project in Patal Ganga, that only Vimal. And after Patal Ganga, he went into the polyfibers, how to make polyfibers, and then from polyfibers to the asphalt into the Jamnagar factory. The Reliance Petrochemicals, or the Reliance Refinery, and which is the biggest in the Southeast Asia. So a person with a vision, first of all, as a teacher, we have to infuse a sense of vision into our students, because very quickly we want to make money, and very quickly we want to settle in our life, but nobody thinks about the environment, nobody thinks about the long span of life, nobody thinks about the creativity, innovation, because that has to be passion. It is not that we will be just producing money hungering people or degree orientation in the education, because that is what is going on. Is clearly, our teaching in the classroom has to be very effective, very efficient, because it should not only reflect in the result card of the student, but it should show into the economic growth of the country. It should show in the GDP of the country. It should show into the everlasting, impact on the world map. Like, wonderfully, people, I should appreciate the people in the IT industry. They have been doing marvelously well. And you see, it was 1885 when the Narayan Murthy ji, he started with 5 of his friends an organization called Infosys. And today 70% of the revenue of Infosys comes from US. Most of the contracts of US Defense Forces is with the Infosys. So we, I think, must work in the classes and infuse a sense of, creativity, innovation in our students, so that they should not look for jobs, but they should be job providers. They should infuse a sense in everybody, so that they should be able to help the country to grow. See, ultimately, our life, is a very short span, 70, 80 years. And in this year, we have to be very effective. We have to be very, pushing the students, I must put it. See, many a time I feel very sad when people migrate from villages to their to the metro cities. The problem is that they don't find the job. They say there is no job in your villages. But if they stay over there in villages, do dairy farming, with that dairy farming, they can have the biogas plants, they can have gobar gas plants, they can, along with the, this dairy farming, they can get into the pharmaceutical industries by synthesizing milk. They can get into the ice creams. They can get into many byproducts of the milk. If they go more further, they can get into poultry. They can get into even fisheries. And nowadays, if they want to earn a good living in the village also, the rearing of mule, the rearing of horses, the stud farms, that can add to their profits. And then they can, nowadays, small puppies also comes from 3,000 rupees, 14,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees, and other. They can also get involved with it. So our farmer has to think on these lines. He has to think on the horticulture. He has to think on the your animal husbandry, because these will add up. Because we as a country, India, will never be richer, will never be developed country without the development in the villages. So rural development has to be very, very, that is why many a time, once the students come to me from the rural areas, I initiate and tell them to be in villages, and there is a lot of gold in their village, along with, this farming, they can add another value, and that is must. Another aspect which I normally talk on the rural development is the food processing. Only 2% of food is processed in India. It's a very, very disgraceful figure. In most of the other countries, 70 to 80% food is processed, whereas here it is only 2%, and 20 to 30% of fruits and vegetable get wasted. 10 to 20% of the food grain gets wasted. And once the food is processed, more than 200 to 500%, the rates of the product increases. For example, let us say this cornflakes. This corn sells for 20 rupees, whereas cornflakes, the 200 grams cornflakes box is sold for 200 rupees. You see the multiple value addition. Earlier in Punjab, we used to have peas, and peas normally we used to get at 20 rupees or 15 rupees or even 10 rupees. But the moment the food processing and storing of the peas in the cold storage have started, the rates of peas have gone up. So food processing, I think, because most of the people, the teachers, might be engineers and might be teaching mechanical engineering and other. So there is a lot of money in food processing, but only the problem is, I don't know, there is that synergy is not there between the scientists, between the entrepreneurs, between the farmer, between the there's a lot of, only thing is we have to bring synergy, and synergy will become with passion. People must have passion for becoming an entrepreneur. Because entrepreneur, why a person should become entrepreneur? Because of 2-3 reasons. One is, tell that he will be his own boss. That is number one. Because we are working, we know the state. Every time we have to say, sir, it will be done, we will be doing it. And we are always an employee. We have not become employer. But once there is an entrepreneur, he is his own boss. He can work at his will. He can take decisions himself. And then there is no limit to work. He can keep on working from morning for 10 hours, 20 hours, 18 hours, 15 hours as per his will and the available resources. And then there is no limit also, because to us salary, for him that income, because I know we see a very beautiful example of rural development by Dr. Kurian with this Amul. So how fantastically they have done the work in Gujarat, and the place over there, or the people have got a lot of revenue from their product. And now the Amul product is not only used in India, but across 134 countries in the world. So that spirit, and of course, our country, India, is producing milk. It's too much. But even there is a scarcity. Even malnutrition, today's children are dying. So the entrepreneurship is very much required in every aspect of our life. And now I'll tell you a person, you will see this person. Here, he is Lakshmi Narayan Mittal. Clear? He is known as the steel king of the world. Clear? A person whose generation started from that this kabadi wala business. Clear? And you see the person with his management skills, how he transformed the industry, the steel industries in Tanzania, in Russia, and of course Arcelor in France. So taking over the Sikh steel units and transforming it into profit, and now they control 40% of the steel in the world. So it is not that India has not seen a series of these entrepreneurs. Yes, people have come up, but yes, there's a lot of risk involved. So tell students, we as a teacher, we never push our students to take risk. We should always tell them that with their wisdom, with their knowledge, with their skills, with their behavior, with their attitude, they should be able to generate jobs. But our emphasis on the technical institution is all our merit holders should get jobs. They are placed well. This is, being an entrepreneur is also a very, religious and wonderful, our gift to the nation if we do that as a teachers. I hope if anyone have any doubts, so we can go ahead. Anyone, please. Yes. Hello.
I request to participants, please unmute yourself and take participation.
Anyone has any queries? Because yeah, please.
Dr. Ajay sir, would you like to share something as you have posted question in the chat box?
Please.
Dr. Sanjay, this is Dr. Francis.
Great, sir. Please, welcome.
So the number of entrepreneurs that we can produce in India is still negligible when compared to
Yes. China or correct. Sir, the reason is that we don't encourage our students, the merit students. We always put them to the placements. We should give them wings to fly. We should, it's a easy said than done, sir, but motivation has to be, always given to the students, especially the front benchers, because they are the real, motors which will work even in even in the bad days. We see, sir, India was not producing any mask or any PPE kits or any sanitizer on a bigger scale. But within 2 months, India has become the second largest producer of PPE kits. And not only for India here, and that is all entrepreneurship. The self-help groups, mostly of women, started making masks. So this is all entrepreneurship. And yes, government also through the Mudra loans and through the other via media to provide. They also, only thing is, we as a teachers must take one responsibility also, that every year at least 5 or 6 people, the students who are very brilliant, should be asked to have startups. You see Baiju, you see the turnover, the startup by Mohandas Pai. It has come up in a very, big manner. Even the online teaching apps and the entrepreneurs should also, so we should know that what is the demand in the market, how the things are going, and depending upon that, we see, sir, Zomato, Swiggy, these are all the startups. They came, people want to eat outside, people have got money. See, to buy anything, you need 2 things. One is the desire, and another thing is the money in the pocket. So the moment you are ready with that idea, I think people have gone. Ola, we have seen the example. We have seen the even people having made the tax your motorcycle as a 2-wheeler taxi. The first time I went to Goa, I saw there, and then I talked to a few of my students. They even started in Jalandhar. So that is the entrepreneurship. But yes, professionally, how to manage it? That is the big thing to see. And we can always do it that way. And anything you would like to add, sir? Hello? Sir. Anything, sir? Or shall I continue?
Sir, this is Dr. Amit Chopra.
Sir, Amit ji.
These days, sir, we have seen that there is
Lot of? Hello?
Sir,
Hello?
am I audible?
Yeah, we just break in between. Yeah.
We have seen that there is a lot of focus of government
Yeah.
on entrepreneurship and innovation, especially in the good institutes, and there is a good grant also.
Yeah.
In terms of technology incubator cell,
Correct. Even
and,
IICs.
IICs and entrepreneurship and innovation cells also.
Correct.
Apart from that, sir, what types of different grants like Mudra
Yeah.
or other grants are there where we can give information to students?
Correct.
Actually, I'm associated with placements and academia for almost 20 years.
Hmm.
and most of the focus is on job only.
That is what I say.
Not
That
on-
is why once we are, Amit ji, once we are always on the placements, and
Yeah.
then it becomes difficult. That is why my request is that first five, that famous five, of the class should be encouraged to start their own, and
Very right,
with a word to them that if they will start on because the students are at that age can take risk. A person like me,
Yes.
who has got two children and wife to look after, I will not take risk. I'll say, yeah, this is good enough. I'll do the job, and which fetch me some limited amount. But these youngsters, they are full of energy at that time. And
Sir,
sir,
Yes. Sir, I request you to kindly elaborate some examples of government schemes which can be helpful to the entrepreneurs.
sir, there is a very clear Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana where they give 20 lakhs to the new entrepreneurs, and it has a subsidy of 7 lakh for the girls, and of course little bit subsidy varies of urban and rural area, and even with the gender the subsidy is more. I will just put it up for 20 lakhs loan. The lady has to give only 13 lakhs, and that also in a span of 3 or 5 years. This is Pradhan Mantri, and then there is a Mudra. You can take loan up to 9 crores, but normally they are giving tune of again 10 to 20 or 30, 40, 50 lakhs, or even up to 5 crores. And that all depends upon the project reports and how the proposal is being made and communicated to the bank. And normally a person have to show his 10% of the his own money to be put in that project, but it becomes better if he puts 25%. The proposal becomes more better. There is a again I will put over here, don't take it politically, but in Punjab we had the focal points, industrial focal points, which the government could not make it up to the industries or any other entrepreneur or startup work in those focal point. Now
You are
they
right,
have
sir.
started selling those plots as a residential plots. So they should have that much of sense that the industrial phase, how can an industrial phase, because where there will be pollution, where there will be a lot of noise, how it can be benefited for the residential plots. So the policies are not clear in certain states. Like in Telangana, the Chandrasekhar Reddy is doing a wonderful job. The industry has been doing. Yes, accidents will be there. देखिए काम होगा तो कुछ ना कुछ गलतियां होंगी. जब करेंगे ही नहीं तो गलती कोई नहीं होगी. So my request is that three things, sir. Three things. One is commitment, passion, and the push that is required for our students to start the new startups. Once they are not having that much of push from the teachers, they don't get committed, and once they don't get committed, even if they might be having the passion and the will to go ahead, they stops, they don't do it. So Amit ji, the only thing is we should, placement is also good, but along with placements, I think we should also tell that so and so students have started their startup and is doing very well. And as we give, a package of 9 lakhs or 12 lakhs or 20 lakhs, we should give that a startup has been made by so and so students with a turnover of 5 crores. With a turnover of 10 crores, with a turnover of 20 crores, something like this. Yeah.
Very right, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
I am again showing you a picture of a wonderful person who was on the Tata's, board chairman for nearly 50 years. And now, thank God, we have got Tata's, which is 100-year plus, a world multinational into, they say they are from salt to software. But how many of us have read a book called Creation of Wealth? This book is by R.M. Lala. I'll just show you the front page of that book. This is the book. This is the Creation of Wealth, and written by R.M. Lala. This book has got the complete picture is not visible. Yes, sir. I'll send you. You can just even Google it out, this book, and even you will get it. The Creation of Wealth. This book is written by R.M. Lala. Yeah. This is a book I'll mention here, because if we are talking about entrepreneurship, the person, Shri Jamshedji Tata, the founder of the Tatas, you know, once he went, because after the your first war of independence in 1857, he got an idea. If India has to be independent, we have to have our own steel, our own electricity, and our own higher education. And somehow or the other, he went to the viceroy of that time and he said, sir, we want to make steel in India. He just laughed it off. He said, you Indians, you want to make steel? It's not feasible. So he went to England with his all money, and because of certain causes, if you read this book, you will come to know, he lost all his money. But even then, he didn't left that hope. And he went to the Secretary of State, who was looking after the Indian affairs. He told him that we want to make steel. He thought for some time, and then he got convinced that why should we carry iron ore from India to England and then make steel? Why not make steel over there? The shipment cost will be less and all that. So he said, okay, Mr. Tata, go ahead. But on the other, mind, he had that Indians are not capable of making steel. So he said, okay, go ahead. And you see the entrepreneurship or the, you can say, entrepreneur spirit of Jamshedji Tata. He went to America and he consulted one of the leading metallurgical scientists, and he went to him and said, sir, will you help me to find in India which is an iron ore and which is a mineral? And that professor said, sorry, I don't have time. And Jamshedji Tata sat outside his office for whole day. And then he said, I told you I don't have time. He said, sir, please help me out. That is the passion I am talking about. वो जो आग अंदर से निकले कि मैंने करना है, I have to do. So that fire has to be ignited in the students. So it was wonderfully, then he said, I can't go, but yes, I will send one of my research scholar with you. He came over here on an elephant. They went to different sites in Jharkhand and Bihar at that time. And then that the Jamshedpur, where the TISCO is there, in 1905, it started construction. And 1911, they started producing the steel and making it out. And then it was Dorabji who further took the reins of Tatas. And at one time, in 1911, the Tata started making the rails and the First World War started. And then Tata supplied those irons rails to British company. And British company didn't bother to pay back the money to the Tatas. And they were in very shamble states and all that after 1920 and so. And then it was Dorabji who sold all his property in Mumbai to pay the salaries of the people of Tatas. Otherwise, Tata would not have existed as it is existing today. And then the person I told you, J.R.D. Tata, did a remarkable work, and it was the Air India now which we are seeing was the Tata Airlines, because J.R.D. Tata was the first commercial pilot license holder, and it was his passion, it was his creation of Air India. And you see the greatness of this person when the Tata Airlines was made as Indian Airlines, and then it was nationalized by Pandit Nehruji, and then once the Morarji Desai took over, J.R.D. Tata was removed as a chairman of Air India, and nothing was notified to him, and it was only the newspaper which brought him the news. And you see the greatness of this person. He said, never mind. So if we have to exist in a country and we are doing for the country, never mind. And you see the entrepreneurships of Tatas. They came up with Tomco, which was producing this Hamam and Kisan Jam and Ketchup. They sold it off to Hindustan Unilever because it was not profitable. They came into Lakme when there was ban on import of the beauty products. And once they knew that this is not their cup of tea, they sold it off. So now they are from salt to softwares. And even earlier, they were into the talks with Lockheed and Martin for manufacturing of a F-16. So that entrepreneurship, again, you see, it was Ratan Tata who brought this Lakhtakia car. Of course, at the end of the day, many things happen. It could not get sustained to that 1 lakh tag. So thinking on those lines, these people have done marvelous, service to the nation with their entrepreneur skills. Another personality whom I admire is our chairman of Wipro, Asim Premji, a person who is a hardcore philanthropist, runs a university, and is a person who, without coming into limelight, does work, because nowadays we should make our students simple, enthusiastic, encouraging, and with a spirit of doing something for the nation. That Rashtriyata or the nationalism and national character has to be above everything. So these are the persons who should be narrated to the students, and students should learn their biographies, how they have become to this level, and wonderfully. I'll cite one more example, share one more example with you people of Mahindras. Mahindra was having they were Muhammad and Mahindras before, partition. It was Muhammad and Mahindra. And after partition, they were having a service station in Mumbai. And after partition, Muhammad went to Karachi and Mahindras remained over here. It was after 1962 that Chinese aggression, Indian government bought some Willys jeeps, and they came in knockdown state to India. And it was their service station where they tied up with the screwdriver technology to just assemble those Willys jeeps. And you see from that day and today, the Mahindra with the Scorpio, Commander, and many more cars into their wings. They are into production of a 60-seater aircraft in Australia. So, with the vision of the people, yes, you people will say I'm telling you all examples. Even in my state, Punjab, there's a lovely story here, and now that story has become the world legend. Heroes are the largest producers of bikes, that motorcycle. Uh, Brijlal Munjal, the grandfather of the Anil Munjal ji, who is our past president of even IMA. So he was having his cycle repair shop in Amritsar. He was into the repairing of punctures for the cycles. And from there, he shifted to Ludhiana. He started manufacturing some of the components of cycle. And a day came when he started manufacturing Hero cycles. And then Hero cycles became one of the prized cycles in India. They were the largest producers of cycles. Then they went into the small motorable bikes like Hero Majestic or Hero Book. And very significantly, they collaborated with Honda. Of course, once they collaborated with Honda, they got into the technology of Honda, and for many years they sold motorbikes with the name of Hero Honda. And once everything, the stage was set, and then with the perception that they can do much better even without the help of Honda, they disintegrated and then they started on their own, and today they are the world largest producers of motorbikes. So these people, have done a lot for the Indian industry and innovation, as well as, money making. See, at the end of the day, it is how progressive we are in our thought process. Then I'll just say, I've just kept one blank, that who is going to be here. Normally in my PPTs, I keep it that yes, that who is going to be the next. So next will be a person who will seek a profitable opportunity and take necessary risks to set up and operate a business. Because two things are very, important over here in entrepreneurship. Having a profitable opportunity and taking necessary risk. Once these two things have a leverage, we get a wonderful entrepreneur. Like I have already mentioned, Baiju is one emerging, brand. Then we have got Vedantu. Then we have got many in the online education sector. Somebody was telling me that there are near about 4,000 plus companies, online teaching companies, which many of them have come up in this COVID-19 period, lockdown periods. So entrepreneurship is very much required, and it differs from many small business owners in their strong desire to make their business grow. We have seen that a father had a small shop. Then the son thought, why not make it a departmental store? Why not add on to more grocery? Why not add on to more stocks? So everything, yes, it goes on, but he is just doing a forward integration of the business. He's not entrepreneur. He is entrepreneur if he starts in a big way. He start on a, giving franchise to different people. If he puts across his own, ideas into making of profits, and that too in the multiplication, not in the additive form. And I tell you, India is a country with 5,000-year-old civilization. This is the best, and this is the wonderful addition to our, backup, that we are always very human friendly. We have never cheated anyone. We have always been punctual. These are some of the qualities, which our ancestors have given us. That has also propagated into our students. And these are not available, I'll repeat, not available in the world. The ethics we have, the values we have got, none, any other country, in the world. You might be not agreeing with me, but yes, because many of your students might be going to US, might be going to Australia, might be going to New Zealand, Canada. See, those are small 200 years old civilizations. Our civilization, you see, have much to play, and that is why we are richer, because it is not the money which makes a person rich, it is the ethics, it is the values, it is the morals which make the, we even today, before the start of any work, clear, before the start of any work, we bow to our parents, we touch their feet. Who does it in the world? No one. That gives us strength. We get a leverage to take that risk. Clear? You see, even if a small entrepreneur or big factory wala, he goes to the factory and he prays over there. Clear? So all these are symptoms of our heritage, of our culture, of our ethics. So that is why, it is just, I know many of you will not agree with me. People are saying that Indians are very bullish on corruption. They do this, they do that. They don't send the requisite quality. They may say many things, but you see the companies which are doing a lot of exports. You see few of the companies in Ludhiana, sir, they are doing wonderfully well in the hosiery, and the world reckons, and it is the IT industry which is backing up most of the industries. And there have been a lot of startups in the IT industry also. Nowadays, in the cyber security, cyber crimes, there are a lot many things which have come into the picture, and many startups have come into it and doing wonderfully well. They have not only got the Indian tenders, they have got the foreign tenders, and even from the militaries of the different countries. So this is wonderfully made. So another, entrepreneurship even differ from managers through their overriding responsibility to sue the resources of the organization to accomplish their goals. So they should also get lot of inputs on how to go ahead, how to see what is happening in the world. So I'll come up that an entrepreneur should explore opportunities, as people have explored even in time of COVID. Yes, even in now time of Chinese aggression, once the imports will not be there, let us work on the 5G. Why to import the equipment from there? Let us work on some of the peripherals of the Indian Army, because some of the things which are coming as an imports should be substituted. So we should think on those lines that yes, government is also coming up on their e-portal that which all needs things they are asking for, and that will be given to the that more and more suggestions, more and more product, analysis will be given on the government portal. And then it is entrepreneur has to mobilize the resources, and he has to have the idea, viable idea, that which can be profitable. And then the business proportion, that how much resources are required, how much finances are required, how much raw material required, where it will be. So all that work, has to be done. And of course, we are teaching project management, that comes into it. And always it is that we have to think that how we can provide new products to the society and new services to the society. And you see, nowadays, because of this oxygen and the hospitals, some of the societies have made quarantine wards. Of course, few are charging, few are putting on the other. They are not charging; they are free of cost. So, thing is, an entrepreneur has to think about these lines to start. And yes, as we are teaching one subject, because government is also very keen that most of our students should be on this line of getting more and more into the entrepreneurship work, because jobs are not there. And jobs are, government doesn't have money. Now it is, jobs are only very few, and jobs will be cut by the IT industries. You see, the banking sector, which used to employ many people, have got reduced. Clear. Banks will be amalgamating, will getting emerged with one another. Clear. Then even in most of the cases, the clerical jobs are being extinct, because everything is coming as an on the e-platform. So things are changing, and the entrepreneur has to think, and he should not think, once I've started making a tractor, I will keep on making a tractor. Those companies who think on only one product, they just vanish very quickly. I'll give you an example of Nandas. Nandas were producing this Rajdoot motorcycle, and they were also producing some tractors with the name of Escorts, and they were also producing generator sets. And slowly and slowly they vanished. Similarly, now, Mahindras were telling that we did a brisk business in this COVID-19 period by selling a good amount of tractors. And they said our market grew by 13%. So it is entrepreneurship skills, that which things are required. Even the next door international tractors we have in Hoshiarpur, they started manufacturing that paddy sowing machines, and they sold, they're not having even a single inventory in their stores. They have all sold out. So wonderfully, I will just have few of the qualities of an entrepreneur. He should be strong, having strong desire to win. That passion has to be there, and desire for achievements. That yes, see, he has to have something in his mind, that I am not going to stay in 20 Marla's home. I am going to stay in 5 Canal Kothi and will have a Ferrari, because that desire will leverage him to work hard, and that desire for achievement will always be there. And he should never say die. He should be a person, problems will come. Nobody, we have seen, if we go through the history, I have had a word with you even on Jamshedji Tata ji, even our Dhirubhai Ambani, and we have seen they didn't had a very easygoing path. It was all difficult, but then they never said that they are going to leave. They said we are going to persist. That consistency has to be there. That yes, I have to reach this, platform, I'll be doing better. And then he should have a moderate risk bearing. He should take risk, calculative risk. But sometimes, see, in earthquake, in fire, in floods, we can't have any of our say. But again, that risk taking ability has to be there with the human being. Then it is ability to find and explore the opportunity. As people now can find the opportunity, imports from China is going to be banned. So whatever is being imported, we have to see the substitution, and with that substitution, if we can do well, we can make good amount of money, and we can make good, even stand up, because this is an opportunity. Because that entrepreneurship would have been difficult when there would be imports from China or other countries. Now it is a very good opportunity where the students can get into entrepreneurship and see what is the viability, which, like pharmaceutical I told you, like automobile I told you, like solar I told you, even the electrical parts has to be seen into the graph for manufacturing at home. Then he should have an analytical ability. He should analyze the data, what is happening, how much is the import, how much was the import, now what is the GDP, how the world will be going through. And then he should, from that analysis, he should use the feedback for his profitability, for his addition. I must put forward these words that entrepreneurship is not an easy job. It is a hard job, but it pays much more than our own jobs. And then he should be always ready to have the to face uncertainty. There is going to be many uncertainties, many problems. He should be always, with a big aspect, he should be able to face the uncertainty. Then he should be always independent. He should not be cowed down by the biasness of the others, biasness of the government, biasness of the family. He should be independent and flexible in his planning. He should have wonderful interpersonal skills, motivation, positive skills, and positive self-control. And he should have an orientation for future. He should always look for, because I must share here that there was a person in US who told people that I will take you to a space flight. I will take you to the space for a joyride. Clear? And many people lined up and gave him the money also. And then he collaborated with the Boeing and other people. He even tried, but it never happened. So entrepreneurship is not very, that you will say that I have become an entrepreneur and the next day I will be having lakhs in my account. So that is not the way. The marketing skills, your HR skills, he becomes a, leader. I'll say that leader who has wisdom, who has knowledge, who has got management skills, who has got interpersonal skills, HR skills, marketing skills, financial skills. So he gets with everything, and then he is the leader which is taken by the people. And then yes, any questions, please? Any questions, please? Any questions? Any questions? Hello? Hello?
I request to participate.
Yes,
Please unmute your mic and you can ask the question.
Please. Yes. Any question? Vishalji,
No, sir.
I think they all had lunch and it's a very difficult this session after lunch. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yes, sir. Okay. Shall we proceed?
I request to participant, please.
Yes. Veena madam is saying that yes, I agree that after lunch it becomes difficult to have an entrepreneur session. Great, ma'am. Anything else I can reply, please, on the subject matter? I know you people are much, even Valan says that I agree. But I tell you, this is the right time where the opportunity is striking at our classroom. Somebody is writing actually the entrepreneurship that further I couldn't read. See, this is the right time where there is a problem with China on one front, there is a COVID problem on another, then there is a problem worldwide. So, with much restriction, how we are going to go ahead is going to be a wonderful, challenge for teachers, because teachers have to, deliver. Yes. Can you please come up, sir? Someone was saying it is the right time or something. I couldn't go through that. That question, somebody saying, is it right time? I couldn't see even his name or her name. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Yes. Good afternoon. Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon. Yeah.
I think the voice is echoing, so hope I'm audible and clear.
You are audible, yes, but require a little bit of clarity. No problem. I'll hear it, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. So, of course, this is a where we are discussing the entrepreneurship, how to develop entrepreneurship skills for the future generation.
Yes.
Whatever we are investing today, the future, the results, 4 years or 5 years down the line.
Okay.
Looking into the present scenario, fear and insecurity has cropped up.
Yeah.
So how the transition can be taken place right away.
Okay.
At least the repercussions it's like going. I'm not able to.
No problem, ma'am. It's a wonder. You asked wonderfully. Yeah, because I have been speaking and giving you some of the examples which I normally do it in my seminars or even in my classrooms. And very wonderfully you asked that, sir, whatever we will be doing now will take 5-6 years to be implemented. But ma'am, let us see one example of PPE kits. Clear, we were not manufacturing, by 30th of March, we were not manufacturing even a single PPE kit. In the starting, I think 10,000 were even imported. But after that, the companies like Trident, the companies like JCT Fabrics, the companies like Cell in Punjab started manufacturing it. And today we are the second largest manufacturer of PPE kit. So this shows that the entrepreneurship, how fast. Another example I will put you. This is with my student only. They were saying, sir, what to do? We are sitting in home and this and that. I said, nothing doing. You start manufacturing this what do you call it as sanitizer. So my students, they made this sanitizer, it is 70% alcohol and then some 20 milliliter glycerine with the fresh aloe vera. And of course, we were not professionals. My students were not professionals, but now they have started procuring, because at that time, getting that bottles, that films bottles were also not possible. So it is how we teachers push these students in a project. Another example I'll tell you. In MBA, we have 2-3 sessions of our MBA students. We give them 100 rupees, or we ask them, okay, bring 100 rupees. And then they go to a wholesale shop, buy certain things, and then they sell it in the market. And then they get an idea कि सर वो मैंने तो वो मैरी के बिस्किट्स 15 खरीदे थे 140 रुपए के, और मैंने उसको 20 रुपए में एक एक करके बेच दिया, या 15 रुपए का बेच दिया. आई हैव गॉट दिस मच ऑफ प्रॉफिट. Sir, I will start doing something, sir. So, ma'am, money is a very good, encouraging factor, which make the students, work very hard and towards earning money. And my students should not think कि sir ये काम हमारा थोड़ी है, हम क्यों काम करें ये. I tell you a very good example, ma'am. It was, I think, in 2013. One of my students, he was doing MBA, and as I was exchanging with you that we can start animal husbandry in our villages, we can start dairy farming, we can start poultry. This boy was from Verinag in Srinagar. And I forgot also, after 7-8 years, this chap calls me. And he said, sir, do you remember? I said, Imran, I don't know about you. He said, sir, I was your MBA student, and you told that we should start, we should not leave villages, because once you are at village, you can look after your parents. And all these things I told, because I lost my father. I was not at his place. I was working somewhere out. So I used to tell, in those early days, I used to tell them कि यार माँ बाप को कभी खोना नहीं चाहिए, माँ बाप के पास रहना चाहिए, अपना काम करो. And all that, once a person is sad, he tells many stories or many his own examples. So this boy, ma'am, he said, I started with 10,000 rupees with 6 goats. And after 1.5 years, he said, sir, I have a turnover of around 50 lakhs. And he said, good, now I'm doing a very good business. And I have started rearing even sheep, and I'm selling even the, that wool. And then he asked me, sir, shall I get into trawlers and tractors? I said, nothing doing. This business is not for you, and you should keep integrating into this your animal husbandry, and get into floriculture, get into other things. Because, ma'am, all these things are, you see, on the Valentine days, how boys and girls, they buy this rose even for 20 rupees, one bud. So, and so much of flowers were, of course, not now, but earlier in the temples and all, there's a lot of demand, and there's a lot of, shipments coming from other countries also, or other states also. So why not cultivate? And I tell you, if the entrepreneurship will be seen in these two factors, one is the food processing, and another is the rural development through animal husbandry, through poultry, through dairy farming, our country can do much better, and in a wonderfully best, and the GDP. And yes, वो सोने की चिड़िया जो है ना, एक बार फिर से उड़ने लगेगी, और वो टाइम आ जाएगा, जल्दी आएगा. I think so. Rest, it all depends upon we teachers, that how fast and how how we push our students, our coming generation into this entrepreneurship. That is why one of the placement and training officer was there. I requested him that the first 2, 3, 4, 5 students who are able to take risk. But thing is this, even the parents do not push the children. They also keep on saying कि बेटा जॉब करो, ये अपना काम धंधा तुम्हारे बस का नहीं है, हमने भी नहीं किया, हम भी सर्विस करते हैं. पर उस समय सर्विसेज बड़ी थी. At that time there was a lot of services, lot of government jobs. But now there is no government job except in the army or police or others. Even the teaching jobs are going down and down in the government. It is all privatization which is coming up. And yes, of course, don't quote me and don't use this example. But we see the Pitanjali, which has come up in such a way in 25 years. Baba Ramdev in 1995, along with his that subordinates, Balkishan, didn't have 5,000 rupees to get this Pitanjali registered in 1995. And today, you see, I think he's near about 50,000 crores. And the way he's talking and of course, the way the Ayurveda and the cosmetics and other consumer durables he has started producing, and you see he's not producing, he is buying from the other vendors, and he has made that Pitanjali a big brand. So, I mean, fantastically, Baba has shown us that yes, entrepreneurship exists. Even, there is no need to teach people. Yes, we have seen even Dhirubhai Ambani. I'll share an example with you. It was the building up of Reliance Petroleum at Jamnagar. Father told, Dhirubhai Ambani ji told Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani that, son, let us have this refinery to sustain an earthquake with a Richter scale of 9. The son said, why to have of so much of strength, putting steel and concrete and cement? Let us have to 7. Nothing happens. Because in Gujarat, we have not seen an earthquake even more than 7. So let us have of 7. Why to invest near about 1,000 crores more? But he said, nothing doing. I am investing so much of money in my refinery. I want this refinery to withstand an earthquake of at least 9 Richter scale. And he did it. He said, I want it 9. And he told engineers it should be 9 Richter scale, nothing should happen. And we have seen when the Bhuj earthquake came, everything devastated except the Reliance refinery. Even the ships in the harbor of Jamnagar toppled down. So it's a wonderful example, of a vision of an entrepreneur. Vision has to be wonderfully for these persons, and the desire will always, to earn, to do better, to get recognized. Clear? All these things will always come into the light. And that is how we have seen it's not only, men, but even the ladies have done much more. If I talk about Kiran Majumdar Shah, the Bicon, that lady started in the garage. In that डालडे के जो टीन होते थे अपना घी वाले, उसको काट के उसमें cultivation शुरू किया. And today she is the leading, supplier of indigo to the jeans industry, especially the Arvind Mills. So then we have seen in the beauty world, it is Shah Nawaz Hussain, that herbal beauty things. And then Vandana Luther with that VLCC. She has also earned a good name, good reputation, as well as good money. Even the Priya Paul of Park Hotels, then Ritu Kumar of fashion designers, then Suchi Mukherjee of Lime Road, then Richa Kar of Toin Main, and then Aditi Gupta of So these are some of the people who have been always encouraging the younger generation to come up. To go. See, I tell you, I am, as sir might have said, I have got 33 years of experience, but I have never dreamt of even having a Innova or having a Swift. I am using my old Alto. So an entrepreneur has to be, well cut out for this job, and he should have desire to be his own boss and desire to succeed financially, and for the, and an entrepreneur, nobody can give him pink slip. Nobody can fire him. Clear? He is his own job, he is his own boss, and then desire for an improved quality of life. So all these things get, come up in a bigger manner, and that is how, things goes well. Now, I'll be coming up with the startups. The two important consideration for the startups have to be: find something you love to do and good at. One should be good at, because if he is an CSE engineer, computer engineer, is good at ethical hacking, and then he can have his own entrepreneur in the cyber crimes or cyber security. Because with more and more online things going on, more and more servers going on, there's a lot of problems with the data storage, a lot of problem with the data security. So we need people into these sectors, and then determine whether the ideas can satisfy a need in the marketplace. Because idea has to be generated. Now you say how Swiggy and Zomato earned, because there was a demand. I want to have some good food, but I don't want to go out of my house. I don't want to go to the hotel or restaurant. I want that things to come to me. So that was the, opportunity which Zomato and Swiggy adopted. And then guideline, then people must list their interest and abilities, list the types of business that match their interest, and then identify future needs for product that no one yet offer. That is also a big thing, and evaluating existing goods and services and ways we can improve them, choose a business that offer profit potential. So these are some of the, plus points where people can start their startups. And before that, they must conduct the marketing research to conduct and determine potential profitability, and learn as much as we can about the appropriate industries. That is why we must take, I tell you, classroom teaching is not working that well for the management students or for the engineers. I think we must put them to the industries, at least half of the hours of the studies, so that they get motivated, they get more encouraged, they see the things themselves. Because I think we are wasting time of engineers and the management graduates if we are confining them to the classroom. So take them out, take them to a visit to the industries, take them to the big industries, take them to the Visakhapatnam, the Steel Authority of India facility, take them to the Jamshedpur, to the Tata facilities. So I think if they go there, see with their own eyes, visualize, analyze that how things are moving. That is why we have industrial trips. Clear? And most of the good business schools or good engineering colleges must take their students to the even overseas facilities in US, in Germany, in UK, where a different idea can strike anyone. And once that idea is struck, rest this person will go ahead. As you know, even in cricket, if a person gets settled down for 10-20 runs, then you say he will hit a century. So that first, settling on the pitch is little, difficult, and many people leave the pitch before the century starts. So we have to be very, very taken care of, and this is how things goes. Any questions, please? Any questions, please? Any questions? Any questions, please?
Sir, there is a question, sir.
Ah, sure, sir.
You told the food process 2% conversion.
I told. Huh?
What is the government support?
Sport.
2% we have to mark. So
Sir, what is the government support?
70 to 80% food processing they are doing.
Sir, the question is not coming.
Clear, not clear. Food processing, you told our India is doing, we are only doing conversion only 2%. Whereas the developed countries are doing more. What is the steps our government has taken to improve the?
Great. A very good question. And sir, I must tell you, the food processing minister, Madam Harsimrat Kaur Badal, is from my state, but nothing has come out of it. I must, agree that nothing has happened in the food processing, whereas it has been, there is a lot of, scope. There is a lot of scope for this food processing industry. Chips, hardly one potato is there and they are selling it for 10 rupees. Similarly, a lot of, popcorn type or other, that balls made up of maida, clear. Many things are happening, but very few, sir. If any time you go to a wholesale vegetable market or fruit market, see how much is being wasted. We are not able to, process the fruit into jams and juices. Lot of apple get wasted in Kashmir Valley. But hats off, the Jammu and Kashmir government earlier that they should start the juice industry. Sir, in Punjab, we have got that orange type fruit called kinu. It has got a lot of juice. Earlier, I think 10 years back, we started one industry in Hoshiarpur. But after 1 year or 1.5 years, they sold it off to a private person, Parle. So problem is that intentions, problem is that fire, problem is that why should I do it? Clear? So again, I am putting it up, sir. There is a lot of demand. There is a lot of money in the food processing.
Right, sir. Thank you.
And only thing is, sir. Yes. Sir, a simple thing like dalia, that crushed wheat. Sir, if I want to get a 250 grams of dalia, I will get it for 24 rupees. Whereas the cost of wheat is near about 1850 or 20 rupees, say. So once the processing of the food happens, the cost increases. So only thing is, this is a wonderful market, sir. Sir, even most of the students, might be using proteins which is being imported from America, and that protein cost, I think, 2 kg near about 3,000 rupees. Sir, it is nothing but the white eggs powder, clear, plus maybe some other supplements I have not seen. But 2 kg in 3,000 rupees means 1 kg 1,500. Only thing is that processing. Sir, we have to have inputs. And yes, we have got wonderful companies like Larsen and Toubro. They have set up one plant near Kapurthala, sir, to process the wheat and produce the Ashirwad atta. And you see that 1850, 1850 रुपए में wheat लेने के बाद, they are saying that 10 kg atta for 370 rupees or 350 rupees. I mean, there's a lot of money, I tell you. Even the suji, maida, which comes out from the wheat, I mean, it's a great thing. Even your idli, rava, the whole world, you know, because money is there in 5 things, sir. There is money, in your clothes, there is money in housing, there is money in education, and there is money, of course, not now, but it will automatically come in tours and travel and hospitality, which is the biggest shutdown areas. There was somebody who was selling L&T. Sir, L&T made that project of for the ITC because that erection was done with the L&T. Now, L&T is a company which makes refineries, which make nuclear reactors, which make your electricity grids. So they are everywhere. So I said L&T made for ITC the Ashirwad Attas, that ITC plant. So sorry if I would have. How, you know, the entrepreneurship has to be taken care of. Any more questions, please? Sir, any more questions? Any more questions, please? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sir, I think there are no pending questions, sir.
There are no?
Pending question, no.
Great. Oh, good. So, what do you want me now? Shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let me touch something about the, you know, financing for the entrepreneurship. There is a seed capital, initial funding needed to launch a new venture. It can be nearly 50,000 to 5 lakhs. And then it is your debt financing, that is borrowed fund that entrepreneur must repay. When business falls, owners must often declare bankruptcy. It should not happen. And can be difficult to get bank loans for startup. Yes, there is a difficulty. You know, there is a bank called HDFC which gives loan very quickly, but the rate of payment is more and they are very strict on the issues. So one should be, you know, take loan for investment, not for the leisure or any other personal works. And of course, you know, continues. It takes a lot of, you know, time, say 2-3 years, and then one can even think of getting into the equity, which we have seen most of the companies, once they see that they are doing good, they get into the equity. But two things are I should say, and I even say to the students, कि नियत साफ रखो. They should have right intentions. They should have good values. They should never think of borrowing the loans, because most of the time the people think, let us take loan and then don't repay. This is not good thing. You say what we have seen, the two incidents where a Pierre Byrom took near about 10,000 crores from an Indian bank, and another, the diamond merchant took money. I know the names, but I'll not say because of this entity of this forum. And see, this should not happen, because once people have used the loans for their upliftment, the same should be returned, and that should be used by the others for the upliftment for the other startups and enterprises. So I mean, the thing is that if we'll all good, faithful, and fine with all our character, then I think we will be able to do best of the works for our coming generations. Because we have, I tell you, I think in 7 decades, if I take from the industrial revolutions, 7 decades from 1950, we have spoiled this earth too much. I mean, the earth has not remained a place to stay. Everybody say Delhi is a good place, but you see the condition of Yamuna over there. Even if you go to Allahabad or Kanpur, the rivers are into miserable state. And we are not very happy. We are not very conducive with the atmosphere where we are living. Everybody have become a money hungry. Clear? People don't want to earn money in a righteous way. People are into a thought process where they think they can mint money and nobody will ask. It is not there. If nobody will ask, at least the God will ask. So one has to be very clear in his aesthetics, and very good in thinking process, and very clear, because I tell you, if people do wrong, nobody will be spared. If people, if they think they can be spared by the law, maybe, but somehow or the other, they will not be left by the God. So that supreme one has to, have the faith in them. Even this COVID-19 which has come, clear, you see, we were running morning till evening, one person going from Noida to Gurgaon, one person was running from Pune to Mumbai. So people were running, everything. And with this COVID, everything has come to a standstill. So we have to be very, very matured. We have to tell students to become matured, and to have faith in all of us. And yes, this problem will also go away. But yes, this is a good lesson for all of us, that yes, opportunities will come. There is always, we teach that SWOT analysis. There's always an opportunity and threats. Yes, this threat has come. From this threat, many people have taken opportunities. Clear? You see, best part is this wheat procurement. People were saying the COVID has come, how the wheat procurements will be done. And we see within 15 days, 135 metric tons of wheat was procured without any, hassle and other things. So sometimes it is not only, and people were saying the labor has gone, how we will, cultivate paddy. But yes, with the time enough, they have started doing it. And few of the states have finished, few states have started, even without, the labor. So this, they have invented, and they have got one machine which can put the paddy seeds, and then there's no need to put the that paddy plant. So innovations have happened, and there is a lot of work in the agriculture sector also to be done in the entrepreneurship because a lot of money is there in the rural pockets, and even a lot of money is there in the grain storage. Grain storage, new entrepreneurship, because FCI, how long? Because we see that a lot of grain being putting in the outside with tarpaulin get wasted, and then they supply for the animal feeding. So there is, as sir, one of, I don't remember now his name, he has very well asked what is happening in the food processing. I tell you wonderfully that this is a big industry. There's a lot of money. There is a lot of exports. See, I used to tell my students, and nobody has done it. If some of your students can do it, you can give him this idea that you say the cauliflower or carrot or other things which we get it from the market. Many a time the ladies, many of the colleagues might be here who are ladies, they are very envy of cutting the vegetables, clear, and once you give a packed mixed veg, thoroughly washed, thoroughly hygienic, thoroughly cut vegetable for say 250 grams, you can sell it for 50 rupees. You can give that lady to her home delivery. You can give, like you give the milk product or poultry product, you can send and the lady has to only take it out and wash it, or not even wash it because it has been already washed, and only put in the kadai and make the sabji. So that type of innovation in the vegetable, but yes, it is perishable, clear, that demand and supply has to be matched, and many things have to be coupled with all these things, and yes, we have to cater all these things into that. Sir, anything more? Anything more? Jain Saab?
I think so. I think no pending queries.
Okay.
If anyone would like to discuss anything, please unmute your mic.
Yeah.
We can take 2-3 questions more or our discussion topics.
Yeah, they can take. They can take the 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
So they can take questions, no problem, because this field is so big that you can keep on discussing, and from many discussion, new ideas comes, and that is how teacher should mingle with the student and start a group discussion. What can be done to make good money, and what could be done to stop the perishing of the vegetable, to stop the wastage of vegetables, to stop the wastage of this fruits. You see, the apple cost is 100 rupees a kg, clear. If we buy an apple jam, clear, jam is 40 rupees sugar included, and might be some citric acid they have added, clear. One a bottle itself for 150 rupees, 500 grams. So that 100 rupees and you never know, then they might not be using that 100 rupees kg apple. They would be using 20 kg, 20 rupees per kg wala apple, and yes, that is value addition to the product what we are doing. So there's a lot of money, I am telling you. Yes, I will. I went to Leh. There is a Leh berry, and this Leh berry up till 1997, it was just got cultivated, and these This animal used to eat it. Then it was, I think, either the Palampur University or some scientists went over there and they collaborated with Parley and all that. And now you get the fruit juice, lay berry. Clear? So that is how the opportunities are seen. Even in Leh, Khumani is there. Clear? That in Kargil and in Leh region, Ladakh region, that Khumani is there. Now that Khumani, there is a tinned this juice comes with the name of Rani, R-A-N-I. Clear? It is this is that apricot juice. So these are some of the examples. Even in the rural backward area, people were able to generate a lot of revenue, lot of money. Why not in our rural areas? See, in our Punjab, the problem is everybody want to go to Canada. Nobody want to work in their, in their fields or in their villages because they think it is not viable. Sir, government will not make it viable. Government will give you minimum support price on which they will also differ. Even FCI will not buy at the minimum support price. Yeah, clear? And they will buy to some extent. Sir, individual farmer has to be educated. No subsidy should be given to me. I tell you, I think no subsidy should be given by the government. Government should invest much more into the education. Sir was saying incubation and your IIC. Sir, most of the teachers in this incubation and IIC, we also have IIC center with Pyramid College here. Most of us, what we are doing, we are copying from one organization to the another. In this COVID-19, many of the institutions, including NIT, I don't want to name, they made one of the institution made a robot which could go to the COVID patient, feed him, give him medicine. Everybody started making it, and now everybody is started running for patent. Sir, agreed. Think new. Don't try to copy. Have that much of patience. Sir, it was Thomas Alva Edison who failed 105 times before he could invent a bulb. So nothing is easy, nothing is short. Nowadays, our students are in a quick race to become rich, to get along with the things. They want to get into any shortcuts. So my request to my learned colleagues and my people who are listening, please infuse a sense of credibility, a sense of nationalism, a sense of ethical and moral values in everybody. Because if that is done, half of the things will be taken care of. Students will automatically do their work. Students will produce results. We need students like APJ Abdul Kalam, that wings on fire, and the person who failed 7 times, the rocket came down. But now, if India is capable of sending the satellite weighing 5,000 kg into the space, I salute that person. Some teacher would have made that student. And you see the humbleness, you see the courtesy of a person being a president in President House, which has 300 rooms, the person occupied one single room. So we need students like APJ Abdul Kalam, we need students like Ratan Tata, we need students like Asim Premji, we need students like Rajiv Bajaj, we need students like all these people, the entrepreneurs. Teacher have to ignite, teacher have to infuse, teacher have to, push these students for a work where the result will automatically come. So, with these words, I think Jan Saab, I think I have just had some iota of entrepreneurship. It is a very big subject and a very exhaustive one. And I would have spoken for another 2-3 hours more, but the people here on my head because I'm in office and I took this much of time to interact with all of you. You can note down my number or take it is 950128480. I repeat 950128480, or you can put me 950128480, and my email is sanjaybahal1234@gmail.com. Anything I can do for you, or any queries or anything favorable for me, I'm always at your service. And please give give your feedbacks that how you yes, I will love criticism. Please don't put it that it has been a wonderful, because with every session I learn, I react to the students, and of course I have been taking this subject many a time with teachers, many a time with students. But yes, it has been the first time on the entrepreneurship that somehow I innovated with my PC, where the PPT was there, and then I innovated an idea, something like that, that I use my phone for interacting with you people. So thank you, Jain Saab. Thank you, Dr. Vishal Jain ji, and the other coordinators of this event. My gratitude and my sincere salute to you people, that together we can do it, because individually no one can do it. Say individually, once we will be doing, there will be scanty 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 examples in our life. But if we will all do it, there will be 500 or 600 new entrepreneurs, new startups. Yes, this country needs us. This country needs more startup. We see it becomes a very, very disgusting when the World Bank says, okay, take so much of loan from me, and they tell you that by 2025 the dream of 5 trillion will not be fulfilled by you people. You may have to take another, you have to think about 2030 or 2035 for the new for coming into this 5 trillion economy. We must take examples from South Korea. We must take examples from Japan, that how on that national characters they built up their industry, and they are doing wonderfully well. Say, no need to teach entrepreneurship first. First, let us teach them the basics of nationalism, basics of motivation, and basics of leadership. Entrepreneurship, with these 3 clauses, they will become automatically. So with these words, thank you everyone, and anything for me, just let me know.
Dear Dr. Sinjamel.
Yeah.
Can you
hear me?
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Oh yes. Wonderful lecture which you have delivered, and that too without any PPT, without any laptop, with the mobile. An excellent example, at least for those people, also those who think that for online and digital learning, this laptop or desktop is very important. There must be an intention. If there is an intention, the mechanism will definitely be there, and the mobile is sufficient enough. The kind of the input which you have shared, and that way, and again with live examples of Dhirubhai Ambani, with Narayan Murthy, and so much so that India has produced in last 50 years such entrepreneurs who are celebrities in the world. That kind of entrepreneurs at one end we have produced. At the second end, I think that you rightly mentioned that we need to, of course, have the background of the finance. We need to understand that the people should be capable of taking risks. And let me tell you, when we interact the students of today's generation, they take pleasure in taking risks. They are not afraid of taking risks. People of my generation, your generation, were not in a position to take risks. Now, probably because of the support system from the parents, or because of the richness and the richness of the information, or maybe because of the circumstances in the job market, or because of the kind of the speeches, the kind of the talk or motivational talk which you and many other speakers are giving, the young generation is ready to take risks. There are at our end, means we elders must be in a position to support them. And for the last question, you rightly replied that we must know to celebrate the failure. Unfortunately, in India, what happens that we keep on talking if and but. We keep on talking all critical issues, but we do not know that all successful people in the world have failed at one or other time. And you rightly mentioned a few of such examples. And if these examples are before us, then possibly the fear of taking risk will not come. I think you were asking about the feedback. I was going through the chat window. The kind of the feedback was, you might not have gone through the chat window. Actually, wonderful session, very informative session, very good session. That is compliments to you, sir. And lastly, your entire close to 1 hour 50 minutes talk. If you want me to sum up, I will tell you that entrepreneurship and a startup tells us as a bottom line that we have to motivate our young generation that either you make your own dream, come stand and make your own dream, or someone will hire you to make their dream. That is the bottom line of this entire topic, which I wanted you to sensitize the participants, so that the purpose of this sensitization is that the participants, when they will go back to the institution, when they will interact to those students, the participants, these teachers who are the custodian of the youth of the nation, who are the architect of the youth of the country. Because if these students have been transformed, possibly the country will progress a lot. To these students, we have to tell that gone are those days that everyone will look forward for the job. Now the days have come when we have to be creator of the job instead of seeker of the job. And that is how this last punchline, I believe, is very useful, that we have to motivate a student to inspire this philosophy that either you get ready to make your own dream or someone will hire you to make their dream. Thank you so much, Dr. Sanjay Bahl, and we'll meet again. Keep in touch, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Vishal.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time. Just 1 minute, sir.
Certificate
Yes.
ready?
Yes, sir. There is some problem in sharing. Just I will take a 1 minute more.
In between, I wanted to remind to all the participants that today, 5 to 6:30, the webinar is there. That is on 5th generation network, 5G. Whether it is a myth or there are some technical issues, or they are going to come, the 5G is going to come. In which way the 5G will benefit to all of us. So please, the moment you finish this, get fresh and come back for the webinar and log in a little early, maybe around 4:40, 4:45, 4:50, because when you start logging at 5, there are some glitches. So let's log in little earlier. That I wanted to remind you, please. And one of the speakers today in the morning, Mr. Dinesh Kumar Singh, was talking about the next generation technology as blockchain. So our next webinar, that is on today is 11th. That is on 11th webinar, is on 11th or 18th webinar. Please check on the website. Is on blockchain itself. That purposefully I have kept on blockchain. So attend that webinar also. If you have registered, very good. Otherwise, that registration is open. You can still register. Thank you so much. Yeah, Dr. Sanjay Bahl, certificate is here in electronic mode. So thank you so much.
I think sir is not there.
Okay.
Dr.
Zanjab,
Sanjay Bahal,
sir,
Sir,
can you see the screen? Can you see our screen or you can't see the screen on your mobile?
I was seeing screen, sir.
Oh, your certificate was there.
Can you send it through mail
Oh,
or even on WhatsApp?
Oh yes, it will be right in your mailbox.
Oh, very kind of you. Very kind of you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
thank you very much to all the participants. I request you all to please fill the feedback form which I have shared on the WhatsApp group. Please fill it by tomorrow 1 p.m. It is required for the certification.
Dr. Vishal,
Yes, sir.
I saw many of the participants asking on your our WhatsApp group that show us our grade, show us breakup. I
Yes,
want
sir.
to inform to all the participants, we have evolved with a flexible system. Under that flexible system, any one of you who feel that his or her marks is less than, grade is less than 80%, you request us, we will not give you more than 80%, but we will enable you to obtain or earn more than 80%. We may conduct one more assignment, we may allow you to appear for one more test, but we also want that each one of you, at least those who are serious, should get 80% plus. So how to get it? If you are still lacking for XYZ reason, please request us. We will conduct one more test. We will conduct one more assignment. But I also want that every serious participant should get A plus and more than 80. Thank you so much. So shall we call off this FDP day because around 4:15 we have to begin ready, huh?
Yes, sir. So we can close the meeting.
Correct.
Yes. Yes, we can close the meeting and we'll join back by next 15 minutes, sir.
Correct. So by 4:15 we are back here, huh?
Yes, sir.
On event.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Manish, sir, can you please close the meeting?
Thank you, sir.